It's the Drinking with Drew Show. The only podcast in Florida hosted by the private investigator of the stars, Drew.
So I'll just come.
Can you get this fucking stranger off my damn lawn?
I like it.
We're sampling drinks from across the world, but mainly from Riverview, Florida. We're giving you the spin on all the news you need to know about. Local, national, maybe even from your bedroom. Yep, that includes sex and whatever else we care to talk about.
I actually have a butthole in my face.
Better than Joe Rogan, but not as good as Jerry Springer. You'll laugh.
like I was on a safari and I got eaten by a lion. Like, fuck yeah. Like, you get to heaven, you got, like, street cred.
You'll cry.
I miss you. We still have here, right?
You'll want to pry your earballs off. Tune in. Tune out. Don't believe a word we say. That's so freaking cool, man. DrinkingWithDrew.com with guest Lusty Laura, the neighbor Joe, Darby. Special appearances by J. Fred and Casey. And now, here's Drew. Y'all better listen up now.
Hello?
John, how are you doing, John?
Okay.
So we've got John on the phone. We got Casey, Joe, and Lusty Laura on the line here. We're talking to John about pickleball. John, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How did pickleball get so fucking big all of a sudden? Because
So
to me, I just do not see it.
Well, it didn't really. It's been around since the 60s.
That's surprising.
Yeah. It started out in Seattle. I started about 9 years ago. It's just slowly been building momentum, and it's been getting a lot of name recognition with a lot of the major tournaments that have started going on in the last 5 years.
Is there a like a behind the scenes, like, let's go, we're playing pickleball and then we're going to go have an orgy? Like, is there like an extra additive to the pickleball scene that I'm not seeing?
Maybe if you're in Caliente, but
It might be.
I heard it's going to be on ESPN 8, the Ocho.
John, have you been injured by pickleball yet?
yes, several times.
Do you get pickle elbow?
I have gotten it.
See?
It's a thing.
It's a thing. I'm telling you right now.
It's the same thing as tennis elbow, but I got mine just before COVID hit, and it was really bad. And so when COVID hit, I didn't think it was that big of a deal because everything shut down, and it didn't reopen for like 6 months or a year, whatever it was. First day, I hadn't done anything that whole time, and I came back, and it was still there.
All right, so here's my theory. You can get tennis elbow. You can get pickle elbow. So those are obviously describing how you injured your elbow. So I can get like whacker's elbow, like if I'm whacking off and I injure my elbow, or I do something like...
Weren't we talking pickleball? This poor guy did not think that he was like...
Get on your microphone, damn it.
This poor guy probably didn't think that he was gonna,
Come into a masturbation
Well,
conversation.
but
Right.
we're talking about injuries to elbows. So there's pickle elbow, there's tennis elbow, and
Well, either that or I need to learn a new way to jerk off, and if I need to give myself whacker's elbow.
just so you know, John, you are live on YouTube with 4 viewers. So
and I'm one of them. So don't
all
feel bad.
4 viewers are watching you right now.
it's all fine. It's good. It's good.
Don't worry, John. Nobody knows who
We
you
have
are.
a huge
There's
audience.
no face
Joe.
or name, last name.
Huge audience. So I'm just trying to get this pickleball craze. It's a smaller court. It's what is it? Different rackets? Like it's like a racquetball racket.
No, it's a paddle, so it's like a
Squash?
larger version of a ping pong paddle, but
Casey's eyebrows
yeah.
just when you said paddle, Casey's eyebrows just went up.
Is
Why?
she into paddling?
She's into paddling apparently.
Oh.
That's what I hear.
He's like, I didn't realize we had that kind of friendship.
Yeah, it happens.
Casey, what did you bring your friend into?
Yeah, he's
I don't
missing
know.
out on that part of you.
I mean, John's known me forever. He's used to it by now, right, John?
What's that?
I said, you've known me forever. You're used to the shenanigans by now, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen her be paddled? Like at a party or something like that, and just Casey comes out and gets paddled?
Joe, snitches get stitches, okay? John's not going to talk about Casey's perversions at drunken parties.
I mean, he was there for Simeon Rice.
Oh.
And who else was there?
Kelly.
John? Yes.
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly.
Which,
See?
by the way, I'm pretty sure I have his sports card from back in the day. So if you still have his number, I need you to give
It
me
was
sign
it was John's car that lit on fire that night.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
On the Howard Franklin, right, John?
Yep. That was several cars ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so that discussion we had on a podcast back in like
It was like the second or third podcast.
November.
October.
Yeah.
October.
Yeah. So that was good. It was good times. So John, I guess pickleball is here to stay. You've been injured several times, and I see this when I go on. I'm going to like Carrabba's, and I see pickleball like on ESPN.
8.
No, Joe, it's been on like ESPN 2.
The Ocho.
Well, it's more formally on CBS Sports Network and the Tennis Channel, which I think are related.
Hey, John, what is your website? Give your website a shout out.
Expertpickleball.com.
How did it get the
And
name
then
Pickle, by the way?
How did it get the name Pickle?
Yeah.
Pickleball?
Yeah.
Well, there's two common stories. The main one is the pickle oarsmen for the fishing boats that would come into Seattle Harbor. And they named it after that because that's where it was created. And they subsequently named the dog their dog Pickles, but there's been a lot of confusion over the years, and there's a lot of different stories going around that they named the game after the dog. But as far as I can tell, that's not true. It definitely would have exploded much sooner than if it was renamed something. But now it's ingrained and it's here to stay. But
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be. Well, I'm trying to get it, man. I'm really trying to get it and understand it.
Is it
Have you
very
played it?
similar to tennis, like as far as scoring and all that, or like volleyball?
For the most part, yes, but you only go by 1 point. So you call out a 3-group score. So if I have 1 point, the other team has another 1 point, then it's 1-1, and then you announce another number, which is which server you are, because typically the game's played in doubles. So there's first server and second server, and so that's how you get the 3 different number combinations when they call the score.
Who are you getting like calling you and saying, "Hey, teach me how to play pickleball"?
I don't do lessons or anything, so but I get people calling me left, right, and sideways because I have a website at a business that sell pickleball equipment and whatnot.
Oh, so you're selling equipment.
Is there a professional league out there yet? And does they have like a contract with like Tops or Donwis or Fleer?
Joe,
LeBron James owns one.
What's the
LeBron James owns a
owns the
pickleball team?
Yeah, so does Tom Brady.
Tom Brady?
What?
Yeah.
No,
See?
but do they have like cards out there yet, or what? Like you like collect them? Like you can get like a Topps first series.
I don't think so.
You know, quick segue, John. We haven't discussed this yet. How do you feel about Baker Mayfield coming to the Buccaneers?
After Tom Brady, I don't know if there's anybody that makes a damn bit of difference. It's gonna be a rough couple of years, I think.
Is John a big Bucks fan?
He goes back to the sombrero days.
Nice. Yeah, the first football game I went to was at the Big Sombrero, and we were 2 rows from the very top.
Hey, some of the fans are saying that you need a YouTube channel on how to play pickleball, John.
You got to get your own YouTube channel.
Yep.
People are asking you to get it YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a bunch of different videos and stuff on my site, but I don't particularly like filming it myself. It's kind of boring.
Maybe you need Casey to come on there and read the instructions out loud.
Casey
In a tiny skirt.
Casey has like a tiny bathing suit that's made out of duct tape. that she can go on and participate and do
And-
some-
and we can-
I've invited her. They got one of the better facilities near her parents' old house.
See, and we could bring out Lusty Laura. She's got those big old biddies, and have her bounce around and demonstrate for us. I
may knock somebody down.
I can do the readings. Laura does the bouncing.
Well, me and Bubs, before Bubs passed away, we were discussing a new sport that was going to be called titty tennis. And it was basically women in very scantily clad bikinis playing tennis, but they didn't actually know how to play tennis. So it was just them running around the court, missing balls left and right.
Don't they do that for football?
Well, there's a
the
term
cream puff games or something.
Wait, there's what?
There's a term in pickleball that is actually goes this way. It's titty high, let them fly.
I think you just made pickleball that much cooler to
I think
everybody
we
in
have
the room.
I think we have the clip of the night.
I haven't heard that one,
Titty
John.
high, let them fly.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well,
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, you can interpret it many different ways, but it essentially means if the ball's coming at you and it's titty higher, let it fly because it's gonna go out.
Okay.
So not as fun as it sounds. It's actually very technical.
Well, I mean, you can play it however you want. I mean, make your own rules up as you go, but I'd be willing to vote for that. But
All right. Well, let's do it. I want to get together. I think I want to try to play pickleball once, and I'll put my tennis shoes on. I don't have pickle shoes yet. So
How many rackets do you have in your trunk right now, John?
how many do I have? Oh, geez.
Is it called a racket or a paddle?
Yeah,
It's called a paddle.
Oh, so how many paddles?
I don't think Casey can say the word paddle without smiling. Gets too excited there.
Yeah, I probably have 50 or 60 on hand.
What? Are you kidding me right now?
Well, he owns a store that sells them, so he's a
Well, no,
distributor.
No, he likes to switch up his paddles.
Casey, I have one paddle on me right now. It's my hand. Does that count?
Well, in ping pong, you could actually play with your hand. You have to keep playing it out with your hand.
Oh, can you?
If you hit the ball with your hand accidentally, you have to keep playing it out with the hand.
Yeah,
It's
no.
in the rules, actually.
The one night John opened his trunk and showed me he had like a dozen paddles in there.
You immediately
Well,
go.
he's
You got-
obviously
you just-
added
I mean,
more.
And they all have, like, he was explaining the different bounce and why you would use this harder paddle or the
but you
softer
can't
paddle. I'm
switch in the
sure he
middle,
could
like-
step in and explain it a little bit
You
better.
should
But
go to Caliente and be like, "Hey, paddle expert in the house. What's up?"
there you go, John. Andy's got a dating solution there. He says, take all your paddles to Caliente.
On this show, he goes by Drew.
Drew.
Yeah, I'm a little scared to start the pickleball dating app that they have out there because
There's
the
an
vast
app?
majority, the vast majority of people that play are in the elder years of their life.
Correct.
So
So it's ourtime.com or whatever the adult one is.
It's paddle.
no,
Golden
no,
years.
Farmers
no,
only.
it's pickleball love or something. I don't know.
Oh my God!
Pickle love.
I'm gonna get on it just to see what
Love
it's
my
at.
pickles.
He's probably got to be a little suspicious
If
because
it's
half the people,
picklelove.com, I'm
half
down.
the people, once they find out that he actually owns a business for it, they just want free paddles or free equipment or something. You're like, fuck no. You're like, you got to put out before you get the free equipment.
Casey, I already had picklelove.com set
He's
up.
like, it's
Pickle
bought.
love.
I
Looking it up
apologize.
right now.
Pickle love.
I thought we had something set up.
I was just hoping for pickle me.
Yeah.
Pickle me.
Pickle me.
Picklejuice.com. It's all good. We'll
Pickle-
figure it out.
Pickle feet.
Paddly whack.
Tickle my pickle.
Tickle the pickle.
Paddle my pickle.
Pickle and tickle. Well, we can go on and on. I mean, I don't know.
I'll pickle your ball.
Schmickle and Pickles. You have a cat named Pickles, by the way.
I do have a cat named Pickles.
So, important question. Did you win tonight, John? Were you victorious on the court?
Yeah, pretty much. It wasn't a very competitive group, so it was.
You beat up on some 80-year-olds?
What's the big tournament? thing
pounded
going
down on
on
some
Like,
80-year-olds.
Is there like a big challenge, like a big like national tournament that you guys compete for, or?
There's national. There's the U.S. Pickleball Open is down in Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte, or actually,
Punta My Pickle.
no, Fort Myers.
Is the trophy a huge pickle? Like a trophy of a big ass pickle?
No, nothing that cool, but there's a lot of people making a lot of money now.
I would really want a big pickle.
Mm-hmm.
If I won a trophy, I just wanted, like, I think Nathan's hot dog championship just be a big old fucking schlong.
You mean a wiener?
Glizzy.
Wiener. Sorry. Yeah. So pickleball should be a big old pickle. All right, John, we appreciate you hanging out with us and giving us some education on pickleball, because honestly, I've been a little clueless myself. We've had a few drinks, so I'm not going to lie, we're a little drunk, but I partied with you a while back. I don't know if you remember me, but we were at Casey's house and we had a lot of drinks and we hung out, and I think you passed out on the couch.
I
That
guess he
sounds
might not
about
remember you
right.
then.
Yep.
He was sleeping. He don't remember you.
Well, we hung out for a little bit.
Did you
beforehand.
draw a pickle
We
on
were
his
listening
face?
to some Ozzy Osbourne.
First one to pass out gets a pickle drawn on their face, right?
Yeah, that should have been. All right, man. Appreciate you hanging out, John. Giving
right.
us some info, brother.
All right. Take it easy.
All right, man. See you.
He's a
All
fun
right,
guy.
Casey.
The
So,
pickleball hole goes deep. Like
does.
he even
I mean,
knew the myths behind.
yeah.
What exactly is a pickle paddler though?
I don't know. I mean,
From Seattle. He was talking about pickle paddlers from Seattle.
Right. It was. I don't know.
I mean, I don't
Not
know.
much goes above my head, but pickle paddlers.
I still like it was named after the dog named Pickles.
I
I'm gonna
like
stick with
that story.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I want to do is I want to paddle some pickles right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. This has been another episode of the Drinking with Drew show. Stay tuned for more uploads, more shows. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Humble Social, all the socials. Our live shows are Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to check us out live. You can call into the show and be a part of it. See you soon.